And I was just saying, Father, please deliver me. If not, these guys are going to butcher me this night. What is this? So when I was in school, a fresher, I studied KMUG, so we had a lot of drawings to do. We had bureaucracies from chemical department, so drawing of machine parts and other stuffs like that, and it was not easy, honestly, So I needed help. I remember I attended one of the fellowships, and I met this brother who was my senior. He was in making gym. Met him and we spoke, and he said, okay, if I have challenges in a drawing like that, I should contact him, that he will help me out. I said, okay, that's nice. So anytime I have challenges, I usually go to him, I'll call him, bro, Abraham, his name was Abraham. Call him, bro, Abraham, please, having this assignment, and honestly, I can't handle it. Can you help out? He said, okay, meet us this time. I said, okay. So one of these days, they gave us an assignment, this drawing, this tech drawing, and I had to run to bro Abraham. So I got to his room. I didn't call him, or probably I tried calling him, his number was not connected. So I went to his room. When I got to the room, it was locked. And I was like stranded because we needed to submit this assignment the next day. And I came in just around 5, 6. He was not in. I tried reaching him, but to no avail. So I just went to his hostel. When I got there, he was not in. So his neighbors just came at it because they had me knocking. They were like, what are you looking for? I said, bro, Abraham. They're like, oh, he just stepped out now. You can come in and wait for him. I said, okay, fine. I'm sure he's not going to be long. They said, no, he will not be long. I think he went to get something. So I entered the room, I sat down. So hostel, how it looks like, it's quite small. They have their bed on the floor. They have this table just before the door. Then they have this kitchen things, utensils by this side. And so I just sat down on the chair, just right. I think it's a reading chair on the table. So I just sat down there. While they were, 2 of them, we were 2 in the room, were on the bed and we were talking. They were like, do you care for something? I said, no, and I'm okay. They said that they have there's this female juice. I can't remember the name now. So I was like, okay, I don't mind, but it contains a little alcohol. So I said, okay, I don't mind. And they were like, I said that I will have to dilute it maybe with a soft drink because I don't like any alcohol stuff like that. They were like, that's good. They can get me a Coke. So one of them went downstairs, continued Coke. So they gave me a drink, gave me a cup. I poured the drink myself, and I just poured a little quantity of it, just very little, and I filled it up with this Coke. And I was drinking and was talking. Then I was like, are you sure Abraham is coming? Can they call it you? They said that it's like he plugged his phone somewhere. That was why it switched off. But they're sure that the phone and the very thing back for his estate this law should be on his way back. I said, okay. And I was sleeping, we were just I started on the phone for a while. I started feeling fun. And I was like, what's happening to me? What's happening? My dad, one of my dad's shops he sells wine and gallery, stuff. His name is Spirit, all kinds of spirits. And of course, I take, but like I said, I don't have the brain for alcohol. So I just sip a little and I don't take things that are really harsh, just mild. What I used to feel when I take really alcohol or a very strong alcohol was what I was now feeling. Like my legs started going numb. I couldn't feel my legs. And I was like, what is happening? And by this time I finished with the cup and we were just talking. And then I was like, what is happening? This is not the effect of this thing I take. It cannot just be. Because what I took was just a little quantity of it and I filled it up. This is not from the drink I take. Something else is amiss here. What's happening to me? And from my experiences, I knew that if I move or make any speedy movement, it will quickly accelerate the effect of that thing, whatever it is. So I just sat down there calmly and I was just saying, Father, please deliver me. If not, these guys are going to butcher me this night. What is this? What did they give me? I was just saying my last prayers. God, please save me. If you save me for this, I will not try it again in my life. Father, please show me mercy. What did I take? Before the effect of this started coming up to my arms. My arms were now very weak and heavy. I couldn't carry my arms. I can't lift my leg. As I was sitting down there looking at it, it was just my head that was talking. My head was active. My brain was active. I was calculating what do I do. If I said I want to rush the door, I might fall and slump because my legs are already heavy. What am I to do? It was only my head. And they knew. They were just waiting for the final blow for me to snub, and then they could just carry me and then finish me off. In fact, butcher me. And meanwhile, by now, another guy has entered making threes. Like they called the guy. I want to be the texted him or something. They became 3 on the bed and they were talking to me and I was asking and I was replying. And for you, you know the kind of risk I took. I don't know these guys. They were just Abraham's neighbor and they were like, no, offered me help. Now in my mind, well, these guys are good neighbors. So, very nice people. I was like, God, please show me mercy. Hey, how did I get here? How? Now, this is what some ladies will go through and they cannot just mention it to anybody. Because how will I open my mouth and say I was raped by 3 guys? And I went there with my own 2 legs. I don't know them. How did you get? How will I even explain it? people just look at you, you're being stupid or you're not making sense. Something wrong with you. How can you go there with your 2 legs and you're please get away, and you are telling me also you don't know them? I was just there saying my last prayers. Father, please show me mercy. I'll be hearing of rape victims. Please, I don't want to be one. And I was just there talking. I said only my head, my hands were already weak on the table like this. I was like, gone. And then somebody opened the door, entered, and came to ask us something. Only for me to just slightly turn my head. It was Abraham. I said, thank you, Jesus. Abraham, please, help me. And he was like, Mary, what I do with? I said, I can make it for you. Please, okay. He said, stand up. I said, I can't stand up. These 3 boys were on the bed looking at us. By now, they were already angry. I said, please, help me. This guy was one that practically carried me. Like my 2 hands were on his neck. He carried me, dragged me out of that room. He was just dragging me to go to a shop out there. He now got me, cut some things, mixed it, and gave me a sweat. Take. If you can go. Why? He was like, why did you enter that place? Do you know them? I said, I don't know them. No. I came to look for you. They said I should sit down and wait for you that you are coming. That you just went out to buy something. Please, I don't know. Do you know those guys at all? Everything those guys do is drugs. The water they drink is drug. The rice they cook is drug. The porridge they make is drug. It was like down to that drink that they gave me. It's not just an ordinary drink. That they must have filled it with a lot of drugs. That's why I'm having this kind of effect. If I'm very lucky, I did not take more than what I took. I would have just slumped there and they would have just finished with me. Probably dumped me somewhere, or when I became unconscious, or probably even killed me down for like another 3 days. They will be butchered and their colleagues will come and butcher. I was like, what? He said, those guys are terrible. I said, thank God you came. That is it. He said, Amaka, please, next time don't try this. If you don't know the person, don't even go in. Don't even. See, I was waiting. I think we got to my hostel in the middle of the night, very late. So he talked to me, gave me those stuff. I took it and I regained my consciousness. And then, even with that again, the consciousness, I was still holding on to me because I couldn't. Hey, God. Sisters, please be careful. Be careful. There are a lot of wolves in sheep clothing out there. And we're so naive. Child right now. So naive. I believe everybody's a good person. They're as good as me. They're as nice as me. And I just entered. And God just showed me mercy. Please, be you a sister, be you a brother. Be careful of where you enter, of who you trust. Because if not, this what I'm saying today is not what I'll be saying. Probably I might have dropped out for school. I might have gotten pregnant. I might have gotten HIV. You can't see those, But God just in His infinite mercy pulled me out of fear. I just want us to just keep on trusting God. And in whatever situation you find yourself, please don't relent to call on Him. Whether being born again or not, just keep calling on Him for Him to show you mercy. I believe by the time God starts showing you mercy, you realize that you need God very, very much in your life. And then before you know it, you finally give your life totally, submit your life totally to Him. Please, I beg us. Bad things are happening there. Bad things are happening there. But if you have given your life to Jesus and the Holy Spirit is your friend, of course He will definitely be leading you all the way. Okay? And you will not fall a victim to all these bad and evil things out there. Please, I want to urge you to consider accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior today. And He will always come through for you. I'll show you. And since I gave my life to Him, I've really been enjoying a lot of His mercies, a lot of His goodness, His love. It has just been massive all my life. Please, try and do the same. And I bet you will be happy you did. Thank you, and God bless you.